great to have the opportunity to talk to you today. How are you?
Thank you. How are
Good,
you?
thanks.
Good, good. I'm speaking to you from Toronto. Lots of people here watch Brit Box, I can tell you. And boy, are they ever going to chomp up this series. It is fabulous. Oh my God. I wanted more. Like, you couldn't have done 15 episodes. I mean, come on. Seriously. But I digress. Sarah, let's start with you because, of course, it's based on your wonderful novel. And I wanted to know what it was like for you to see it come to life. Like, let's start there. What was that like?
Absolutely miraculous, like an impossibility that became possible. I honestly, and I really do mean this, never imagined in a million years that I would have a novel published. So this is a step beyond that in terms of impossible. But also a real joy, like a completely surreal joy. I keep pinching myself. And I'm very proud of what we've managed to do with this series, which is to put a Jamaican woman center stage in the kind of story where all of history and literature would have told people and did tell me, the younger me, that she didn't belong.
Right.
You know, and I'm also really proud that we found this incredible British Jamaican actor to play this Jamaican woman, because she's truly a breathtaking discovery in the role. You know, she was born to play Frannie, and I think she does it incredible justice. And it's really been a privilege to witness her kind of take my words on the page and embody this beautifully complex and nuanced and, I think, revolutionary character with them.
Yeah. Okay, Karla-Simone, are you blushing over there? Because honestly,
My cheeks are hurting.
you are magnificent. Like, I think you were born to play Frannie. I wanted to know when you got this, and had you read the novel, first of all, but secondly, how did you find yourself personally relating to her? How did you make her so real? You embodied her, my goodness.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Yeah, so I got the script first before reading the novel, and I saw it was a Jamaican woman in a period drama, the lead role. There's voiceover. I was like, what? I was just like blown away, and it was so incredible. Like, even in the first ep, the journey that she was going through, and just how she was carrying herself, and the way she was interacting with other people, and how they interacted with her, was just like, as an actor, oh my God, I really, really want this role. But yeah, she just really spoke to me on the page. It was like, when I read it, I knew who she was. My family's Jamaican as well, so just playing a Jamaican was just incredible to me. And yeah, after reading the novel, I remember just sitting there like, whoa,
Yeah.
what a woman, what a character, what I get to do all of this. This is great. Yeah, I'm just really grateful that Sarah's created this world and created this character, because I like Sarah says, I feel like I was born to play her, because I feel like I was waiting all my life to play her. Yeah, to get a role like this is just so rare and an incredible opportunity, and I'm really happy.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're so good. And Sarah, I was wondering, you know, from your perspective, what, you know, for me, like, who doesn't love a good period piece, but also who doesn't love a good crime drama? And you've like melded these, you know, what do you think it is? Why are we so obsessed with this?
Yeah.
All of my obsessions, period, crime, and love, you know, sexy, saucy, hot, twisted, tortured love.
Yeah.
Why are we so obsessed? I mean, I think part of it is that we like a good mystery because we like seeing if we can figure things out. I'm also addicted to true crime podcasts, and I think it's the same impetus. But also, I think we like connecting with universal human emotions, you know, so part of it is fear, you know, this idea that if you're witnessing something horrible on screen, it isn't necessarily happening to you, but also that we can relate to this experience of first love and tortured love and perhaps self-destructive love. And that we also like seeing our ancestors, you know, we look back to history in period dramas. We like seeing our ancestors and understanding what connects us to them, what we have in common, you know, how did they experience life, and how was it the same as the way we experience life, and how was it different? And I think all of that stuff feeds my obsession. That's my theory on why it's a sweet spot for so many viewers.
Yeah. Karla-Simone, I want to ask you, once you started to play Frannie and stuff, and she's, like we said, she's so juicy and great character, but where do you think she finds her, or found her strength? Where does that come from?
That's a really good question. I feel like, you know, she had a really strong role model in her mother, although she didn't really she wasn't raised by her. She didn't really grow up with her. She was raised by John Langton, but she was always around, and she always yearned and craved for that maternal love from her. And you know, Fibber was a strong woman who, despite being in this really harsh circumstance, kind of carried herself in this kind of graceful way, and she never, you know, she had this kind of unwavering passion that she had behind her eyes. And Frannie looked to her and saw, this is this amazing, incredible, beautiful Black woman. Though she may not recognize me and hold me close, it was kind of like the only woman that she saw that looked like her, you know, around her. And you know, Frannie always, especially in the novel, Frannie always had her in her head. She was always hearing her, kind of, you know, guiding her in a sense of through life. You know, when Frannie's making this silly decision, Frannie's like, I know she's gonna be in my head complaining about what I'm doing. You know, she always carries Fibber with her. And I think, yeah, she just always knew, kind of, although she was always being like pushed under someone's thumb, I felt like she never really allowed that to happen. She was always fighting for her space and never letting anyone get her down, always speaking up for herself, advocating for herself. And yeah, which is why I just think she's such an incredible character. It feels quite modern in such a time period. But I'm sure those.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, just to wrap it up, I have to know, does one ever get used to being torture chambered in a corset? Come on, Karla-Simone, fess up.
She loves it. That's what she's going to tell you.
She wears them now every day, even with her yoga pants. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Well, do you know what? My dresser, she was incredible. She never did it too tight. It was like a reasonable amount. I didn't go crazy. I just liked wearing them because it really informed the character. And I felt like I was transformed into the 1800s.
Well, exactly. Good answer. I mean, Sarah, did you have to wear one in sympathy? Like, just because, you played it?
If there's one thing I regret, it's that I forgot to do that thing that screenwriters do, which is I should have written myself a little cameo. Yes. I really wanted a cameo at the spanking parlor, which viewers, when they get to, will know what I'm talking about. It was my favorite bit, where Frannie works for a bit, spanking all of this sort of illustrious men of London. And I feel like the combination of corsets and spanking parlor would have worked really well for me.
Okay, this is a whole new novel, my friend. So when you write that, you can write me in as a little cameo too, okay?
You want a cameo too? Done.
Okay, ladies, thank you so much for your time today. Like I said, this is just an extraordinary series. It's so well done. And oh my God, Karla-Simone, are we ever going to be seeing you in a lot more stuff? So congratulations. There's no question about that. Thank you for your time. I'm going to be able to say, I knew you when. Mark my words.
I keep telling her that too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.